The Tower of Babel is a mythical tower described in the book of Genesis. According to the biblical narrative, after the flood, humanity spoke a common language and settled in the land of Shinar. They decided to build a great city and a tower with its top in the heavens, to make a name for themselves. Why did God destroy the Tower of Babel? If you find value in these videos, please subscribe and click the bell to stay updated. According to Genesis 9:1, after the flood, God blessed Noah and his sons, telling them to be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. However, only about a century later, it appears that humanity had little interest in obeying this command. Now the whole earth had one language, and as people migrated from the east, they found a plain in the land of Shinar and settled there. And they said to one another, "Come, let us make bricks and burn them thoroughly." And they had brick for stone and bitumen for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens, and let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be dispersed over the face of the whole earth." Fueled by pride, the people preferred to make a name for themselves and build a city with a high tower, enabling them to remain together in defiance of God's command. The proposed construction began. Composed of brick and mortar, this city was intended to be permanent and impressive, a fortress against any natural or supernatural attempt to disperse mankind throughout the earth. But God was neither unaware of their actions nor powerless against their plans. In His mercy, He intervened, not by destruction, as He had during the flood, nor by directly driving them out to be fugitives and wanderers like Cain. The Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of man had built. The Lord said, "Behold, they are one people, and they all have one language, and this is only the beginning of what they will do. And nothing that they propose to do will now be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language, so that they may not understand one another's speech." For the first time in Earth's history, there was a language barrier. Without a common language, the people who had been so adamant about staying together were now unable to even understand each other. Construction of the city ceased. God's judgment was effective. The attempted one-world kingdom fractured. Smaller groups formed from those sharing each of the new languages, and people began scattering from the city. The Lord dispersed them from there over the face of all the earth, and they left off building the city. Therefore its name was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of all the earth, and from there the Lord dispersed them over the face of all the earth.